Today I will be reacting to the Band Played Waltzing Matilda by Eric Bogle. I made a quick research. I'm gonna be reading it with you before we dive into the song. It says right here there is a poignant and haunting anti-war song written by Scottish-born Australian singer-songwriter Eric Bogle in 1971. 71, sorry. The song reflects on the senselessness, oh my god, it's so hard to pronounce it. Human cost of war, specifically focusing on the experiences of Australian soldiers during World War One and their involvement with the Gallipoli campaign. Okay, the title references Waltzing Matilda, Australia's unofficial national song. Oh, I haven't heard of that song, which serves as a metaphor for the Australian identity and spirit. Juxtaposition of this cheerful folk tune with the grim reality of war intensifies song's emotional impact. Wow. Gallipoli campaign, yes, I've reacted to it before. Anzac troops, anti-war message. Okay, that's pretty cool. It has been covered by numerous artists. The song resonates strong in Australia, New Zealand, beyond, particularly on Anzac Day. Okay, so this is like kind of like the official song for the Anzac Day celebrations. That's pretty cool. Undercover music video. Go and check out this channel that uploaded the actual video that we're going to watch right now. Let's go.
I wrote this song in 1971. Now, the mathematicians will work out that was 38 years ago. Can't believe that, but this is how old this song is. And I wrote it after I saw my first Anzac Day march in Australia, which was in Canberra in 1971. And I wrote this song, and here it is. Next year, John and I celebrate our 30th anniversary together. I bought him a gold watch.
Wait, who is the other guy?
I bet you're glad I came into that Salvation Army hostel. Huh?
And rescued me.
Now when I was a young man, I carried me pack, and I lived the free life on the rover. From the Murray's green basin to the dusty outback, oh, I waltzed my Matilda all over. Then in 1915, my country said, son, it's time you stop rambling, there's work to be done. So they gave me a tin hat, and they gave me a gun, and they marched me away to the war. And the band played Waltzing Matilda as the ship pulled away from the quay. And amidst all the cheers, the flag waving and tears, we sailed off for Gallipoli. How well I remember that terrible day, how our blood stained the sand and the water, and of how in that hell that they called Sula Bay, we were butchered like lambs at the slaughter. Johnny Turk, he was waiting, he primed himself well, he showered us with bullets and he rained us with shell. And in 5 minutes flat, he'd blown us all to hell. Nearly blew us right back to Australia.
Oh my god.
But the band played Waltzing Matilda when we stop to bury our slain. We buried ours, and the Turks buried theirs. Then we started all over again.
Wow. Wow, that line was really powerful. We buried our own and the Turks buried theirs. Started all over again. Wow. That was
Those
crazy.
that were left, we tried to survive in that mad world of blood, death and fire. And for 10 weary weeks I kept myself alive, though around me the corpses piled higher. Then a big Turkish shell knocked me off overhead, and when I woke up in me hospital bed and saw what it had done, oh, I wished I was dead. Never knew there was worse things than dying.
Wow.
For I'll go no more waltzing Matilda all around the green bush far and free, to hum tent and pegs a man needs both legs. No more waltzing Matilda for me. So they gathered the crippled, the wounded, the maimed, and they shipped us back home to Australia. The armless, the legless, the blind, the insane, those proud wounded heroes of Suvla. And as our ship sank into Circular Quay, I looked at the place where me legs used to be, and thank Christ there was nobody waiting for me to grieve, to mourn, or to pity.
Wow.
But the band,
Oh my god. Wow. This might be the best anti-war song I've ever listened to. Wow. Look back where my last war. I'm so glad that nobody was waiting for me at home to mourn me or pity me. Wow. Yeah, because I'm guessing like that that must be like the worst feeling in the world, you know? If some type of accident, I mean, this is of course war, so it's not even related to what I'm about to say, but if some type of accident happens that you lose your arms or your legs, I'm guessing, let alone that is really bad, but people like back at home, like your relatives, maybe a girlfriend or some friends, looking at you with pity might even make you feel worse. That's what yeah, for sure. Wow. This song makes you really reflect, and it's very visual. You know, you see the images in front of your head when you listen to it.
played waltzing Matilda as they carried us down the gangway, but nobody cheered. They just stood and stared, then they turned their faces away. And so now, every April, I sit on me porch and I watch the parade pass before me. I see my old comrades, how proudly they march, reviving old dreams of past glories. The old men march slowly, old bones stiff and sore, the tired old heroes from a forgotten war. And the young people ask, what are they marching for? And I ask myself the same question. But the band plays Waltzing Matilda. The old men still answer the call. But as year follows year, more old men disappear. Someday no one will march there at all. Waltzing Matilda, waltzing Matilda, you'll come waltzing Matilda with me. And their ghosts may be heard as they march by that billabong. You'll come waltzing Matilda with me.
Oh my god, that was beautiful. That was so beautiful. Wow.
Very much. God bless.
Wow. I mean, gotta thank bands like Eric Bogle, you know, to make history come alive. Because when you're watching, I mean, I'm a history buff, so that's a problem that I found myself into many and many times. You listen to the podcast, you read a book about history, you read an article, watch a YouTube video telling you about some past events, and it's so, I don't know, it's so much data driven, like they fought this, they did this, that many people died. Yeah, it's also unhuman, you know, this approach. But how else you gonna tell history? That's how it was. I mean, war is inhuman. Come on, gotta be facing it. That's definitely truth to it. But then you stop for a second and you say like 10,000 people died, you know, but you don't know any of them, so you cannot feel any emotion towards them in a particular event. So what is said in the part a forgotten war, making this song, that word will never be forgotten, and definitely Anzac troops will be always celebrated. That's something so beautiful as well. Just yesterday, I've reacted in another channel that I have, a Canadian channel, to the marching veterans in the Netherlands. After the Canadian liberated the Netherlands, the veterans went back to that little city in the Netherlands, and they were received as heroes. They were all older people, of course, because it's been 50 years since the World War II has ended in that particular time, and they were received as heroes. That was so beautiful to see. So yeah, I feel that there must always be something like these songs, or I don't know, some podcasts, some articles, some books, to remember the people that fought in these conflicts, that lost their lives, or even worse, you know. Definitely. I'm sorry if my point didn't came across. I need to improve my English. But yeah, definitely, this song was so beautiful. Thank you so much for this recommendation. If you want me to check out more history of Australia or other amazing songs that made the history of the music in Australia, let me know which one in the comments section.